Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel leelawebdev. In this video, we will see how we can set up the virtual machine in our system and also the Ubuntu server. So right now for installing the Docker and all those things, I will be using for installing the Docker engine in our system. So right now I am having the Windows operating system. So I don't want to disturb this Windows operating system. And also I don't want to have the dual booting, something like Windows and Linux also. I don't want the dual booting also. So for this one, for that reason, the correct option is use the virtual machine. And using the virtual machine, and in that virtual machine, I will install the Ubuntu server. So the Ubuntu server means it will not have any graphical user interface. So right now at the time of this recording, maybe the Ubuntu server is 24, I think, and the VirtualBox is 7. So these are the requirements which I will be using for my system. So let's try to install the virtual machine. So for installing this virtual machine, I will be using the Oracle VirtualBox. So Oracle VirtualBox download. So if you search for this one, so at the first place you will be having this downloads thing, and if you click on here, you will be able to see the Windows host, Mac OS, and all those things you will be able to see it. So for the Mac OS also, we are for the VirtualBox 7 we have the support for M1 M2 chipsets also. So right now my system is Windows, so I will be downloading this Windows. You can click on this one, automatically the download will start. I have already downloaded this VirtualBox for this one, so it is already there in the downloads. We'll try to see it. So in the downloads I will try to show you. Let's go into the downloads. Yeah, so this is the VirtualBox which I will be having, and let's try to double click on this one. So install the VirtualBox. So after downloading this VirtualBox, so let's double click on this one. So here it will show you a screen something like this. So the screen is something like this. Let's try to, yeah. So the screen is something like this, and welcome to the VirtualBox 7.0.18. At the time of this recording, the version of the VirtualBox is 7.0.18, and I am clicking on the next, and here it will ask you the path where I need to install the VirtualBox. So here I am taking C program files VirtualBox only. So I am clicking on the next, and it will be asking that network interfaces and all those things will be temporarily disconnected. Okay, fine. So you can proceed with the installation, and I am clicking on the S, and it is telling that it requires a Python core package, it seems, and the Python core package is missing in my application, in my system. So I am proceeding with the installation. So I am missing dependencies also. I am telling that to install. So it is telling that install. So automatically the Oracle VirtualBox will be installed. Already in our Linux course, we have already installed the VirtualBox, but here I am installing it newly. I have uninstalled the previous one, and I am installing it newly. So after finishing this one, it will ask you that I want to create a shortcut icon in the desktop. So I don't want to any shortcut icon. So start VirtualBox after installation. So okay, it is telling to start. Shall I start it? So I am not starting this one by automatically. I am clicking on the finish. Now VirtualBox has been successfully installed. So if you try to see here, Oracle VirtualBox. So here this is the screen which you will be able to see. So let it open. Yeah, this is the screen which you will be able to see. Now I need to install the operating system in the VirtualBox. So what is the operating system right now we are using? So for installing the Docker and all those things, I am installing the Ubuntu server. So previously in our Linux course, I have installed the Ubuntu desktop. So this time I don't want any graphical user interface. Mostly I am dealing with the commands only. So that is the reason I am using the Ubuntu server. So now let's try to go to the Ubuntu server. So for downloading this Ubuntu server, so you can write directly Ubuntu server download. So you can type directly like this, and here you will be able to see get Ubuntu server. So directly you can go on to this one, and here it will ask you that to download the LTS. So download the LTS 124.04 at the time of this recording. So here you will be able to see the ISO image will be downloaded. So it is about 2.7 GB. I have already downloaded this Ubuntu. So if you didn't download it, means you can directly click on this button. Automatically the download will start, and the ISO image will be downloaded automatically. So now in the downloads folder, you will be able to see like this Ubuntu 24.04 live server. So now let's try to install the Ubuntu server in the VirtualBox. So for this one, let's open here, and this is the VirtualBox, right? So what I will try to do is you need to click on the new. So I have clicked on the new, and it will ask you the name of this one. So in order to identify it correctly, the VirtualBox, so I will be creating Docker engine, and I will write Ubuntu server, and you can write something like 24, okay, so that we can understand very easily. So the name itself, I am telling that I am installing the Docker engine so that I can have a clear idea about this one. So I will be creating in the same place VirtualBox only, and it will ask you to select the ISO image. This ISO image is nothing but whatever we have downloaded, that Ubuntu thing, and here you need to provide the option. So you can go on other if you don't find anything, and you can select this one in the downloads, this Ubuntu live server. So I have selected this, automatically the ISO image will be visible here. So that's it. So now you can click on the next button. Now if I click on the next button, it will ask you for the username and the password. So for the username and password for this unattended guest OS install setup. So here as usual, so I will be using test user. So I am using the test user only, test1234, and the same username and the password I am using it. And here if you want to have the host name, you can have Docker server. Sorry. So you can have something like Docker server or anything. So anything we can give it. So the host name I am trying to take it like this, and here we can have this one. So fine. Next I am going into the next one, and here it will ask you to set up the memory, how much RAM we need to do it. So depending on your RAM, how much it is having. So right now I am in my laptop, it is having 16 GB RAM. So what I will try to do is I will take 8 GB RAM, something like that. Okay, so I will take the 8 GB RAM, and here how many core CPU you want. I have 8 core CPU. I am taking the 2 core CPU for this one. So let's try to click on the next. Okay, so now it will ask how much disk you want. So you can take 100 GB. So I am taking the 100 GB for this one. So 100 GB of memory I am taking, and this is the maximum memory it will be taking. So if you tell 100 GB means right away it will not take directly the 100 GB from your hard disk. So maximum limit how much it can take is 100 GB only. So depending on the file size it is taking, so the memory allocation will be increased up to a maximum limit of 100 GB. So now I am clicking on the next. So these are all the details which you will be having. So after completing the setup, so you can click on the finish. So now it will try to power up. So here the virtual machine is powering up. So let it start. So it will take some time to start. So here it has been started. So now here you will be able to see, and I will try to view scaled mode. Okay, I will close this one. Yeah. So now you are able to see it. So it will take some time. So let it take it. So Ubuntu is getting installed. Ubuntu server is getting installed. Let's wait for some time. Yeah. So it has started Ubuntu 24.04. So let it take. So it is booting. So it will ask you some series of questions to install the thing. So here. So something error has happened for me. Nothing. I think let's check. Let's wait for some time. Yeah, it's taking time. Let it take. So now it has asked you what is the language you want to select. So you can select the English. Press enter. So I am pressing the enter for this one. So enter. And here okay, done, and it will ask you what is the type of installation you want. So it is asking Ubuntu server minimized. So I am taking the Ubuntu server. So minimized means only some of the packages only will be installed. So here I can press on done directly, and here it will be asking you the IP address and all those things. So let it keep by default only. So I don't want to change anything. So let's press done. And the proxy server, it is asking if you are at the time of connecting to the internet, do you want any proxy address or anything miss. So right now I am not using anything. Let's keep it as it is only. So here it will ask you some mirror to download. So let it download some mirror locations. So now it has so I will be pressing on the done. So let's press on the done, and it will be asking that about to partition the hard disk. So what I will try to do is, so let Linux virtual machine decide the partitioning and all those things. So let's click on the tab. Automatically it will go to the done. So I am pressing the done, and here you will be able to see that /root it is taking about 48.9 GB, and the /boot it is taking 2 GB, and keeping it as it is only. So I am not changing anything. So let the LVM means our Linux virtual machine, let's decide it whatever the amount it wants to allocate the memory. So I am pressing on the done. Now it is asking that do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. And here it will be asking your name. So here we can give something like leelawebdev, and here the server name is nothing but Docker server. I will give like this, and the username is as usual, test user, and the test1234 and the test1234. So this is the sudo username. Why? Because so normally in the Ubuntu, so you will be having the root user and root password, right? We cannot directly access the root, whereas in other Linux machines like Red Hat or anything means directly the root we can access it. So using this one, the root user, so we can access the root access. So first we need to log in with this user, then afterwards we can log in with the then afterwards we can go into the root user. So these are all the things we have already discussed in our Linux course. So for more details you can watch there, and I will go to the tab done, and here it will be asking that do you want to have Ubuntu Pro. So for right now, if I am skipping off, I don't want anything. And do you want to install the OpenSSH server means, so yeah, I need to open. So press spacebar so that it will be installed. What is this OpenSSH server is? So you can connect these virtual machines to the from the outside remote machine. So if you want to connect from the outside remote machine to the virtual to this virtual machine means, then we need to have an OpenSSH server installed. So let's go here and press done, and here it will be asking you some of the predefined some of the packages do you want to install. So it is asking Kubernetes, Docker, everything it is asking to install it. So I don't select these all the things. We will install one by one by manually. So by learning. So I don't want to predefinedly install at the time of the Ubuntu installation. So I am going back and I am pressing done. So why? Because Docker and Kubernetes and all those things we will do it. We will install it one by one. So click on done. So now it is taking some time and it is installing all the missing packages, and it is installing the Ubuntu. So will take some time to install. So let it install. So when installing this Ubuntu and all those things, it will ask you to, at the bottom it will show you the view full log, and also it will ask you about the cancel update and reboot. So don't select this cancel update and reboot. So I want all the packages to be updated, and after successfully completing all the updation only, then I want to reboot it. So it will take some time. So let's please wait for this one until and unless the installation and updating of the package is completed. Until completion only, then you need to go to the reboot thing. So it automatically, when the installation and all the things is completed, it will show you the reboot now option. So it is taking some time for the installation. So let it take, depending on the internet connection and all those things. So it will take some time. So here you will be able to see now the option we have got it, reboot now. So you can press tab so that you can go into that reboot now. So I am pressing the reboot now option. So it is telling that rebooting automatically. The Ubuntu 24.04 is rebooting. So here let's wait some time for the Ubuntu to install. So it is taking some time. So now, yeah, here it is installing. So you will be able to see some series of commands and all those things. Yeah, so it is rebooting, and I will try to show you after a successful completion of this reboot. So it has checked everything, and no authorized SSH keys for the test user and all those things it is checking. So fine. So now that means so Ubuntu is logged in. So if you press enter, it will ask you for the Docker server login. So that is nothing but our test user, and the password is test1234 which I have given, and press here. So now you will be able to see that you have successfully logged in like test user at the Docker server. So now you will be able to see it, right? So now when now you want to see whether what version of Ubuntu has been installed in the system means, you can take lsb_release-a. Now it will tell you that the distributor ID is Ubuntu and the release version is 24.04. That is the thing you will be able to see. So now successfully we have installed the VirtualBox, and also we have successfully installed the Ubuntu Server 24.04 in our system also. In the next video, what we'll try to do is we'll try to install the Docker engine in our Ubuntu server. Hope you understood about this installation. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.